When I opened my eyes that morning, I told myself yesterday had only been a difficult beginning. I wanted to believe the manor would feel different in daylight. But some places don't become less frightening when the sun rises. Until that morning, I had never felt more alone. Then Martha smiled at me. "Good morning, Miss Amelia," she said. It was the first time anyone inside Ashcroft Manor had spoken my name. Looking back now, I think that simple kindness kept me from turning back that very day. Breakfast should have been ordinary. Instead, it was one of the quietest moments I can remember. No one was rude. No one was welcoming either. Sometimes silence can make you feel more invisible than words ever could. Martha showed me the house that morning. Every hallway seemed older than the last. Every portrait carried a story no one wanted to tell. I didn't know it then, but Ashcroft Manor was already watching me as carefully as I was watching it. Then I saw her. Out of all the portraits lining those walls, only one made me stop. I couldn't explain why. Something inside me simply refused to look away. The longer I looked, the less she felt like a stranger. It wasn't only that she looked like me. It felt as though she already knew me. That feeling stayed with me long after I walked away. A few minutes later, I found the old door. Before I could take another step, Martha stopped me. She never explained what was behind those chains. She simply asked me never to go near it again. Years later, I finally understood why. That night, sleep never came. The rain kept falling, and so did my thoughts. When I looked across the gardens, every window was dark, except one. Someone was still awake. I tried to forget the portrait. I truly did. But every time I closed my eyes, her face found me again. With every passing minute, I became less certain where her story ended and mine began. Then I noticed the music box. It looked as though no one had touched it for years. When I opened it, the melody felt strangely familiar. Not like something I remembered, but like something that remembered me. Then I heard it again. The piano. Soft, distant, impossible to ignore. I searched for someone, anyone, but the manor answered with nothing except that haunting melody. I stood there for what felt like forever, staring at that single light. At the time, I thought someone was waiting inside that room. I wasn't wrong. I was only wrong about who. And that truth would change everything.